It's Lucy Chapman, and I'm here talking to Lori Prismus, and she is a patient of Dr. Ichtert's. Now, you hear me talk about the Nebraska Hand and Shoulder Institute all the time, but I thought, let's talk to somebody who really knows what's going on. So, Lori, you were having some issues with your hand.
Yes, I had numbness here, across here, to the point, and then all these three fingers were numb, to the point where it would wake me out of sleep at night, and I had to sit and figure out how I was going to get it unnumb. So
Was it kind of scary to have numbness like that?
absolutely, because it didn't go away. When I woke up, and usually if something goes numb, you drop it down and it's gone. It would not go away.
Are you trying to shake it out?
Yep, and so I knew there was something wrong. I just didn't, know what it would entail to get it all undone.
Now you had a history of possibly knowing that you might have had carpal tunnel.
Yes, I did know I had carpal tunnel, but I did not know I had cubital tunnel and then a tennis elbow as well. So we figured all that out when I went to Dr. Ichtert's. So.
Now, how did you hear about the Nebraska Hand and Shoulder Institute?
A friend of mine had surgery with him, and she had it on a Friday, I believe, and she was back to work by Monday, and she just raved about him.
So not as much rehab then.
Right, absolutely not. I don't have to do any sort of physical therapy, and anything I want to do as far as pain tolerable is up to me. So I could do what felt fine right
Did you
away.
expect that?
So,
Did
no.
you expect to go in there and be done?
Not at all. Not at all. Everybody you talk to, like, oh, I was cut from here to here, and it was long, and I had cast, and I couldn't move, and people had to help me with everything, and I'm just not that type of person. So I searched to find Dr. Ichtert's because and I didn't find him until someone told me about him. So, which I was so fortunate that they told me, and it was exactly what I was looking for in my life.
So you go in, you make the appointment. How was the office?
Awesome. Very, very efficient, very thorough. They did all sorts of tests. I had x-rays. They made sure that they tested every possible way. I had both arms. So,
One of the things that I find when I'm going to a new doctor or to new anything is, how does the staff treat you? Because if you feel like you're not welcomed, or if you feel like you're kind of in the way, that's one of the things that'll turn you just right around.
Absolutely.
And you'll just leave.
Yep.
And you felt welcomed right at the beginning.
Yes, and very knowledgeable. The people that worked, tested me and things like that, were very helpful. And if I had questions, and Dr. Ichtert's has lots and lots of information, which is fantastic, because then that reassures me that I know that I'm getting what I need.
He's a really super nice guy too. That helps.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a fitness instructor, so as little downtime for me as possible was important. And honestly, everybody at the gym was I had a Thursday, Friday surgery. And then I of course didn't go those days, obviously. I had Saturday and Sunday, and by Monday I walked in the door and they were like, what? And
so they weren't expecting to have class.
No.
You probably
right,
weren't really thinking,
right.
I'm probably going to go ahead and cancel Monday class, because you just didn't really know.
Right. And it's slow at first, obviously, just because you can't do full. I couldn't do just jump right back in, but they could see a definite difference in the things I could do before. I was limited on some of the options that I could take while teaching class, so those I can go back to the way it's supposed to be now. So
did you have any idea that maybe you didn't want to do this? You didn't want to seek out this doctor because you thought, I'm going to be down, and maybe you had people showing you their scars, and you're just kind of getting a little freaked out about it. But when you get to the point where it's just that numbness and that pain, you just have to do something.
Yeah, it got to the point where I picked something up and I would drop it. So I definitely knew I had something that had to be done right away. Obviously I was terribly scared of being down for weeks at a time without doing anything, and that wasn't the case. So Dr. Ichtert's does a great job, and efficiently, and so you can get right back to what you're doing, because life doesn't stop. So
where do you go from here?
Actually, I am going to have a shoulder surgery tomorrow, and he's going to do 3 little things and no physical therapy, and I'll be on my way again. So.
And have people stopped you and said, I must know where you went, because you have no scars?
Yes, definitely,
tiny little scars.
Definitely no scars. As far as anything that you would notice on just looking at me, I've already given out his name to a gal that was like, I just must have this, because she was getting kind of the runaround from whoever she was seeing. So yeah,
What would you recommend, Dr. Richards?
absolutely, 100 times over. So
The Nebraska Hand and Shoulder Institute. There you have it, right from this source. This is where you're going to get little pain, no, virtually no scarring,
right,
and you're going to get back to work. Now, it might seem like, oh, I want to stay at home for a couple of days and lounge around, but trust me, after about 3 days, you kind of want to get back to work, and you can with Dr. Richards and the Nebraska Hand and Shoulder Institute. Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you.